Look at me. I'm way too early because I thought I needed more time, but I'm already done with the things. So there wasn't really any reason for me to delay. Delay? Yeah, I delayed. I delayed. There's no reason for me to delay any further. Gotta get this over with, right? What's up, chat? What's up, hombres? Early? Yeah. I'm not like these EFAP people who like, oh, I overslept, so I can't come on or something. No, I come early. Oh man, we're not even a minute in. I already said come twice now. What's going on? How's everybody doing on this fine Friday evening? Rugs Meline Frunlu. Frunlo kind of sounds like a lot of the Rings name. German superiority. Let me see. People randomly type stuff in chat like hours before it starts. First, hail German man. Oh, hello. The Turk jerbs. Yeah, it's true. It's true. That's like the only thing that stood out to me in that episode. I don't know, man. Just happy that it's the weekend. Yeah, you early moodle. How dare you? Yeah, I'm crazy like that. I had no reason to delay further. I made myself some kofefe, some evening kofefe. Got my Dr. Pooper right here, as I do. I think I had on every Battles Forge in the last couple of weeks. I had a Dr. Pepper. It's kind of funny. I really like Dr. Pepper. It's good stuff. Going to watch the stream with all the exaggerated swagger of a black tween. I refuse. First Talca, then onion rings. Can't take it, man. Can't take it. See you on Twitch. It's all good, man. It's all good. Jerbs. It's so funny. I prepared the stream, like the schedule, put the thumbnail and everything. It's like, man, what even gonna call this? And it's like, oh, it was this thing where this one guy says that the elves are gonna take our jobs. The one elf that is there. I was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna put that in the title. And then I finished it up and just clicked on my subscription box. I saw that ass put in his title also. They took our jobs. I didn't expect that. I should have expected it because it's a funny meme, but you know. German punctuality, love it. Also enjoy the 23 flavors of Dr. Pepe. I think I've only seen 3 ever in German time because I'm drinking the zero sugar version. And then you have the normal one. There is a cherry one which I very much enjoy. That's very nice. And I recently had a Dr. Pepper vanilla float. That was interesting. That was an interesting philism. Not bad, not super great, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. But I think there's many more. But I don't think Dr. Pepper is very popular in Germanheim. Popular enough to have the normal ones apparently. But you know, that's how it goes. Ooh. Good afternoon. Metal trying to say how bad the show is to my mates. How say it's better than House of the Dragon is painful. First of all, they don't believe in objectivity in film, which is insane. Yeah, you have people just don't really... Some people just don't care at all. But it's still, even then, like, I don't know how you could say this is better than House of the Dragon. Because one friend of mine, he enjoys the show. He's like, yeah, it's kind of entertaining. But he also says, like, House of the Dragon just blows it out of the water without any chance. Can't find vanilla Dr. Pepper anywhere. Yeah, I think it was like a special offer because I've only seen it the one time. I was like, oh, I'm going to grab a couple of cans. I forgot to tag you in the video, meme Metal. Wow. That's racism right there. Like Numenor, the island of racism. At least for a little bit. Someone in the Discord just wrote, "Your streams are the safest way to view Rings of Power." I mean, this might be a really short forge. I don't know, man. I've been writing things down. I've like a couple of things here and there, but there's not a lot going on really to talk about. There's some tiny flisms and tisms in there, but it's just moving so slowly. It's just still moving so slowly. There's no HARFOOTS in this episode at all, which kind of makes it the best episode by default, because I don't have to look at those stanky creatures. But I don't know. In general, we probably would have needed something from the HARFOOTS just to get them moving along. But I guess what they're trying to say is they're just migrating now, and I assume they're making their way to the Southlands. I don't know, man. I don't know. That was some good coffee. Good coffee. I do like me some coffee. Oh man. They all fell behind. They all died. They don't exist anymore. That's why we get hobbits later on. Hello, Oobly, what's up, man? Dotterpad was created in Texas. So you'll find it everywhere. It gets bad rap outside of the state. Interesting. Stone Ocean is my second favorite part. Wait, you're talking about something completely different. Never mind. They couldn't see that the HARFOOTS abandoning their own as a massive issue. They say, I'm over-analyzing. When the healer got their foot broken and fell behind, the tribe would die. Yeah, it's just a really bad thing to do. I mean, there's one thing where they're like, oh, got attacked by wolves. Like, okay, got attacked by wolves and probably died there. But when someone breaks their foot and you just can't help them out, like, really? Like, really? He broke his foot because you didn't help him in the first place. So, kind of fucked that you wouldn't help this guy while you were all standing around him, looking at him, trying to lift this heavy ass log, and go like, oh, and he was like, ah, oh man, crazy shit. This show is weird, dude. Really weird. I just kept saying Plato's cave and said it doesn't work when it comes to film analysis, and there's a clear fact. You said hi to Ubler, but not me. Racism. Yeah, I specifically didn't say hello to you because I hate you, Swole. What's going on? To be honest, I think Gandalf or ever fell from the sky, broke the foot. The editing was so whack when he was drawing the map in the sand. This guy is more than likely is like a red herring. That guy's probably gonna be like Gandalf or something. And Hellbrand is gonna be the big evil man. Yeah. Bet you smell delicious today, Metal. I mean, I just took a shower, so you're probably not wrong. I'm gonna smell good, but delicious, I don't know. Bigot sandwiches, anyone? I mean, I do like sandwiches. Oh, that was another good one. A red herring? It's just like a fake out, basically. The way they show it, it's like, oh, this guy is gonna be the Flim Flam man. But that's actually someone else. Some slurping ASMR. Yeah, because when I finish this stream, I have to watch some more Star Trek. Need to prepare at least one more episode for Sunday. So yeah, keep that in mind. Sunday, Jay and I are gonna talk more Star Trek flisms. So that's gonna be fun. Gonna be streaming that over on Jay's Twitch Rooney channel, and then the episode discussion is gonna go out on Jay's second channel, so that should be fun stuff. Looking forward to that because Star Trek is the nice thing I get to watch these days. So I have to be doing that because I'm not around tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna be busy going to my friend's house. He's gonna pick me up, or we're actually going to his parents' house because they have a pool and barbecue and all that good stuff. And it's a heatable pool, so it's gonna be nice and warm-ish. And while it's kind of cold outside, I can just go in the pool and then have some barbecue and drinks. It's gonna be great. This is probably gonna be my last socializing event for like the foreseeable future because there's so much stuff going on. Andor is coming out next week. 3 episodes in one go. Insanity. So the 21st is having 3 Andor episodes, then She-Hulk, Rings of Power, and then whatever else is gonna happen. Then October is coming around, and there's gonna be a whole lot of recording stuff. Probably gonna do a stream with Mutually again, as always, playing the game Roonies. Tons of stuff going on, so I'll probably gonna be a busy boy. I kind of want to cover Andor, but the thing is, I don't want to cover it before I watched it in the EFAP minis because I don't want to take away from the reaction. So best case scenario would probably be we somehow watch all 3 episodes of Andor on the 21st, and then I can, I don't even know when, make a fortune on like Saturday or Sunday. Maybe, because I have to rewatch them and play. I don't know. I just have no idea how to juggle those. It's just so much stuff going on. It's insane. So many things happening. I'm busy playing Wulong. F your stir tag. Wow. Who's the racist now? Metal likes things that are warm and wet. 3 episodes, they have no faith in it. Yeah, I have no idea why they do it. 3 episodes in one go, it's nuts. It's just nuts. Just release the whole season. Just do it. Stop making me wait. Just let me get it done and over with. Every show screams at me, failed Dragon Age script. I mean, I have no idea about the Dragon Age script, but I did see some tweets that compared this to Dragon Age, but I have no point of reference. People that saw it early said it was fantastic and believed them, right? Yeah, as we always do. People always said that Rings of Power was going to be real good, so, well, there you go. You can make of that what you will, I guess. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Make a fortune where it says, go watch the EFAP minis, you flim flam, on screen and just play elevator music. I keep hearing it's a show for adults. Okay then. Oh, wasn't there also a Mandalorian trailer? And they just immediately showed Mando and Grogu just chilling out again. Like nothing, like they didn't separate at the end of the last season of Mandalorian. Maxi Elves? Fill it with ads. The sludge pipeline is enlarged to a sludge channel. Oh man. Next year though, yeah. I meant someone who didn't watch Boba, confused as fuck. Yeah, I mean, they probably give you like something. You would hope, right? You would hope. But hey, the one character is also back. Babu Frick, yeah. Fantastic. I'm so excited. Can't wait to see Babu Frick again. It's confirmed now CM Punk threw the first punch Ace Steel did bite Kenny Omega. Ooh, that's not good. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. They haven't really been keeping up the last 2 days or so with what's been going on. But yeah, that's It's a weird one, for sure. Hello, little king. What's going on? Just shooting the shit here a little bit before I start. Just delaying the misery, I guess. Starting to say good show. It must be episodes made last century on New Service Garbage. Oh yeah, we're watching TNG Next Generation. And we're still in the first season, which is supposed to be the bad one, and it already has some really good stuff in it. So I'm really excited to watch more of it. Because again, Man was before Force Awakens. Hey, time doesn't exist in the Disney universe. It's weird. I think that's about it with like updates and stuff. I mean, I can't think of anything else right now. I got myself a Bluetooth speaker so I can listen to music in the shower. I thought that would be interesting to talk about. Probably more interesting to talk about this episode. I don't know, I'm just talking bullshit right now. So yeah, just gonna watch more Star Trek later, and then probably, I don't even know what I'm gonna do the rest of the night. Maybe I'll do a random stream at some point. Saints Row fan, that's ruined again. Oh yeah, that came out and nobody likes it. I don't know. Episode 4 already, but nothing's happened. It's a slow tism. It's a very slow tism, that's for sure. Also, Meme is on the road. And he is not involved in the Rings of Power at all. I think he was like, I'm good on that one. I'm not touching that. Good on him. But yeah, Meme's gonna be back on the She-Hulk episode next week. That should be fun. I'm looking forward to that. It's funny listening to his reactions when I tell him what happens in the show. It's fun stuff. Isn't involved in the production of the crap. It's 3:30 a.m. here. I mean, he's on the road, like he's not at home. He's visiting friendos, I think. So yeah, that's what I meant. Anyway, I think it's time. Let's jump right in there. Got the flames up. Boom. Got the visuals. So, episode 4. I think it's called The Great Wave or something. Oh, hang on. Let me skip the... Let me skip the previously on. There we go. Whoops. And Flimbus. Cringe time. Ooh, it's not even cringe. There's nothing... I don't know. So we start with the queen having a dream. Well, they have like, I don't know, like a baby ceremony where they bless their children. It's like, oh, babidi booby doo, blessed be your child by the gods and intelligence and all that good stuff. But it's all a dream, and we see that Numenor gets flooded by a big old tsunami during the baby blessing hours. And yeah, that's it. You see like the white petals from the tree flooping about, and then there's water everywhere, and everything gets destroyed, and she wakes up. It's like, oh, that's not a good sign, and that's the first scene done. And then we see the guy that has been beat up and stolen, and was stolen from by Hellbrand. It's like, this guy beat me up, this is elf maid, and they're just chilling here, having tea with the queen and stuff, and he's just doing his little speech on there, rallying the people. I forgot this was so early in the episode, and I watched it today. That's how long ago it feels already. So the guy goes to the chancellor. It's like, yo, we got a problem. They're making flim flam stuff over there. They're making trouble. So the guy goes to the town square, and he has gathered a pretty quite big audience, and is basically complaining about elves taking their jobs. It's like, oh, you gotta come back here, and then you have all these elves that don't need to sleep or age or die, and everyone is like, yeah, fuck them elves. The queen is an elf lover. And why is this happening? Do we have one elf here that happened to get here because she got fucking yeeted herself off a ship and got picked up as a castaway? And then this guy gets beat up by Hellbrad. Is like, nah, fucking elves. And as soon as she was, he's like, oh, hey, I'm not even gonna say thanks for you helping me out and getting me here. Can you get me right back to Middle-earth? Because I don't want to be here. I have better things to do. So, what is happening? How did this happen? To be honest, the civilians here are fucking stupid as shit anyways. They're convinced so easily, as we see at the end of the episode. Because they go from Numenor, the anti-elf city, to, yeah, let's go to war with the elf. Woo! Like, okay. Yeah, fucking weird scene. Absolute bizarre. And then the chancellor arrives and basically tells them all that they're retarded saying this. It's like, oh, one elf is gonna do this? Okay, you can just fuck off. But he's still racist though, and says, as long as I'm the chancellor, no elf is gonna take the helm of Numenor. And I was like, yeah, elf racism, let's go. And he gives drinks all around for everyone, and they're like, yeah, let's get fucked up, America. I don't know, Numenor. I don't know what this is. It seems so, I don't know what. This is Lord of the Rings, by the way. I need to remind people this is Lord of the Rings where this is happening right now. Which doesn't mean it can't happen, but the way they do it is so. It's. I don't know, man. It's fucking weird. Also, up until this point, we still don't know why everybody is racist against elves. And they try to they explain it later, but it's like weird. It still felt like it just kind of happened, but we'll get there. So yeah, this crisis is averted for now, but we're still racist against elves because fuck them elves. Was the Arian is watching but is not cheering because she is a good person or something? I don't know. Or she just doesn't care. But yeah, she was just introduced last episode, so I don't even know what her values are. She's just like, oh, that's weird. And then we get another new character called Kamen. Oh, he's like, Officer Drink says, oh, here, this is set to make you forget your trouble. So my trouble is hard-earned or something. And she says that Farazan's abilities are impressive. And if you didn't understand what was happening, Cameron explains it to you. There's like, oh yeah, he's very good at this, and everybody knows him. I don't know. He says like there's not a crowd he can't turn, a favor he isn't owed, blah blah. In case you didn't realize he's good at words, he's here to explain it to you. And also, I think he's horny for her, which we get later. So another new character, woohoo! Because we still need more characters, even though we have barely moved forward with the ones we have, but give us more. So now Galdriel has an audience with the queen. She tells her all about the Southlands and how she thinks that Halbrand is the true heir of the lands. And if they rekindle the bond between Numenor and Elves, they can fight. You can fight, she says, with me, not with us, because she's an egocentrical prick. We can stop Sauron before they can take the lands for their own means. And the queen says, well, this is quite ambitious. And basically says, nah, Numenor took another path. Also, you didn't respect the boundaries given and you stole the documents, so I don't even know why I should help you. And Galdriel is about to leave. And it's like, well, I guess I have to ask for another audience with the king, the true ruler. And the queen says, no, shut up. You shouldn't quarrel thingies that are not your business. Also, are you a castaway or are you grasping for a handhold in the tempest? And then Galdriel goes, there is a tempest in me and you will not stop it, or something around those lines. And then she gets locked up and Halbrand makes fun of her. So yeah, that was exciting. So yeah, and this is where I wrote in my notes. So either she escapes or does something with the people from Arondir's place, or she somehow makes her way to the king and convinces them. Two of those were right. She does escape and she gets to the king. So yeah, this episode is also very predictable. I mean, yeah, that's what happened. She tries to get her to join her. She fails and gets locked up, but it's gonna get resolved later. We go to Isildur. He's hearing some whispers again from this weird island in the west or something. And the Sea Master asks for... Oh yeah, and he's just like, I'm just gonna let go of this rope because I actually don't want to be here. And the Sea Master's like, oh, explain this. And Isildur says, oh yeah, sorry, my bad. I'll let it slip. Of course, we know he did this on purpose because he wants to be let go. But then the Sea Master says, I've seen you do this hundreds of times. This was deliberate. You're fired. And your two friends as well. Because they had the same station needing to hold the thing or something. That's your reasoning? I've seen you do it perfectly every single time. Now you made a mistake, and because you're so good at this thing, you must have done it on purpose. What the fuck is this? What a weird thing. What a weird thing to happen. He just goes like, this must have been deliberate. You're fired. It's like, maybe he just made a mistake. Jesus, you have no reason to assume that he did this deliberately. Just because he did it perfectly 100 times, you can still make a mistake. What a weird fucking character the Sea Master is. So... yeah, all three of them get dismissed from the thing, and the three talk, and the one guy's like, oh... I thought the Isildur says like, oh, I thought he would only dismiss me and not all of us. I'm gonna talk to my dad to let you be reinstated, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh, it's just like you to getting kicked out of something you never even earned for yourself. And I had to earn it, and I had to do it since I was 3, and this is so sad for me. And all he's telling you, like, oh, you want to go to the stupid real Numenor in the west, like your brother did, blah, 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 blah. You always talk about your dead mother or something. And then Isildur punches him in the face. And it's like, the drama, woo. Yeah, and then he fucks off. There you go. That's what happens. That's just all that happens. He seems to be sad about having dismissed his friendos. So at least he's not a horrible person. Now we finally go back to Arondir, and he's like surrounded by them orcs and Adar. Adar. For some reason I wrote Andar, but it's only Adar. At least I think so. I might be going insane. Hang on, let me double check. Rings of Power Anda. Why is it not showing up? Andor? It is Adar, okay. So we see he's not Sauron at all. He's just some random elf person who's just chilling out here, keeping up with the orcs. And we see Arondir witnessing like a ritual of death. Like this one orc is almost dead, and this Adar guy is like blessing him, and the one orc is smiling, and he's like, yeah, this is our lord man. I like him. He gives me attention. That's cool. And then he kills him with like a knife. And I guess this is like a ritual. Are they trying to make us sympathetic towards the orcs or something? That have feelings and stuff? I thought they were just like a force of death and destruction and ravage the lands, whoever spawned them or whatever. Never felt like they have like any amount of compassion for it. It's weird. It's really weird. I don't know why this is in here. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. Yeah, they eat each other, but these orcs are like civilized-ish. Yeah, I don't know. So he blesses that one orc, then kills it, and he is some elf apparently, and he's leading the orcs. But we don't get to know why yet. He talks to Arondir. Arondir asks him, Adar asks him where he's from. He says that he's from blah blah blah, and Adar says, "Oh, I walked there before. It was nice. There was like flowers everywhere and stuff." And we see Arondir preparing a metal thingy in order to maybe stab him, which he doesn't in the scene. But they make sure to show it like 2 more times so you don't forget, because the show has no reason for you to believe you have any kind of intelligence. I don't know why. I don't know why show writers have no hope in people's intelligence when they watch their shows. It's like, look, he still has the thing, by the way. It's like, yeah, I know. That was like 10 seconds ago. I remember. Under then says that there's a lot of lies around, and to untangle them, you need to create a new world, and only the gods can do that. And I am not a god. At least not yet. What does that mean? I don't know. He's not going to tell us. And he's probably looking for something that's going to help him become more powerful, I guess. They are looking for that hilt Theo has. We get to learn here a little bit, but maybe that's the thing he's talking about. I'm not sure. Andar then says to Arondir, it's like, I'm gonna let you go. You're gonna deliver a message to the people at the watchtower. But we don't hear the message yet. So yeah, but we see the watchtower, and yeah, remember the people that went to the watchtower? They finally made it. They're there now, and actually they have been here for a while. Because they have been chilling here at the watchtower, and they've been here for a while, just holding out, and more people from lots of towns flooding this tower for some reason. They say they come from all around this place, like all these random towns. I'm just confused as to why. Like, did they all get raided or found a hole in their city? Because remember, we saw the one town, I forgot the name of it, and it was like raided, was burning, all the people were taken away for their slave work stuff. But now all these people get to evacuate? Did they tell the people to evacuate? Or did they just come on their own behalf? I don't know. I mean, they didn't care when all these towns disappeared, so now they're just all around coming here looking for shelter, and I'm not really sure why. So yeah. Also, yeah, there's not a single elf here anymore. The elves are apparently all gone. They're all just gone. We just have to assume they all already fucked off back home, because there's not a single elf around except Arondir and the ones that have been caught. Yeah, no elves here to help. So I don't even know what they want to do here. I guess they're just holding out until something happens. I don't know. But yeah, they're short on food now, and all these people come around, so they have to cut rations. But this one guy's like, "You're not getting a cup of rations," and we have this little, "Oh, who gave you the leadership?" kind of thing going on. And they say that they want to, and then Bronwyn says, "Oh, we gotta forage the mountains." And Theo's like, "Hey, what about this cellar in this town? We can just go there in the mornings, and where there's no orcs, and it's gonna be all chill and stuff." But Bronwyn is like, "Nah, that's too dangerous. Fuck that. We're gonna forage the mountains." And yeah, apparently orcs are just around now. So something must have happened. They have started going back home. One person convinced them all to the tower after she showed them. No, I know that happened. I'm talking about all the other people that are coming around now. Because in the scene, they say, "Oh, this is like people from this town, and this town." I know that the elves went back already, but apparently there's not a single one anywhere anymore. So I guess they must have just missed them, and they just all fleemed off. Also, apparently no one is looking for Arondir anymore. At least Arondir said that they're probably looking for him, but apparently no one really did. Elves are real metal. You don't know that? Yeah, we never learned how the other elves in the Watchtower got captured. Yeah, there's a lot of elves that got captured as well, so I don't know if they didn't look for them. So yeah, where was I? Oh yeah, exactly. So the orcs are just around now. It's just like a thing now that they have to look out for. So I don't know. I thought they was just doing their little diggy hole and fuck off stuff. But apparently they just use them as flim flam stuff now. I don't know why I say flim flam so many times today. I don't know. It seems like orcs are just around now, and they basically use these things as bases because they seem to be chilling out in the houses and stuff during the day. So yeah, I wish they would be a little bit more clear what the actual state of these Southlands are right now. Because when we last left, they were still just digging the holes and not rummaging the lands in the daytimes and whatnot. But yeah, but for what I can gather, all the elves are gone now, and orcs are just running around, apparently searching for that hilt. Because that's the info we get later. They're looking for that hilt. Orcs don't mind light. No, it was too annoying to film around. No, they still mind the light. Kinda. Because that's gonna be later on in the little action sequence. Anyway, Bromden says no to Thea's idea because it's dangerous, and he even was like, "I'm gonna do it myself. It's fine." It's like, no, not gonna happen. So next scene, he meaning Theo and one of his friendos that he dragged along go to the little village to look for some food. They grab some food, and they're basically on their way out. And Theo's like, "No, let's check the tavern. There might be more food." And the friendo is like very afraid. He's like, "No, fuck that. I just want to go home." He's like, "Fine, I'll go by myself." And while he's looking at the thing, it just happens to get cloudy, so the orcs can floomp around now. And Theo gets surprised by an orc, and his homie ran off. So he's now this house getting. I think he gets sliced. Does he get sliced here? Is this the next thing? No, he gets sliced in his leg here. And oh right, so he gets the sword hilt out. And the orc's like, you have the thing. And then he does this. So he just stabs himself with the thing. So they can. He stabs himself with the hilt, and then the sword rises up. So I know he did learn that when there's blood in there, something happens to the blade. But was it just this idea just now? Because he's in danger, he just stabs himself in hopes that it just sucks up some blood of him so he can use the sword? Or did he try that out somewhere else? But yeah, that happens. And whoops. What if he slits a vein or something? Nah, it's fine. And then the sword starts rising up, and he's like, whoa, we got a sword. And the orc's like, yo, you got the thing. That's the thing we were looking for. Then he slices him once, and then he runs away. And then the sword disappears until we see it way later, even though he runs away here for a while. So yeah, he gets slit in his leg, does the thing, and he hides in a well, and yeah, I mean, he does like the thing you would expect to happen. He almost gets found, but he dives down into the well and barely gets away. Yeah, he almost gets seen, and that's when it ends. Now we go to Celebrimbor and Elrond. So, I do like this visual, not gonna lie, I do like the visual, but look how much they already built. How good are the dwarves, man? Look at this, they built a fuck ton of that tower already. At least I assume this is the tower. Because they talk about the dwarves next, like, oh man, it's crazy how dwarves and elves already are working together and stuff. So, yeah, I mean they're dwarves, that's true. So I just have no idea how fast they really are. But apparently this has been a few weeks, and that seems like a lot of flisms. I don't understand how much time has passed. Well, funnily enough, in this episode, we get to learn that it's a couple of weeks after the Starfall. So we have something to go by, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like it's a bit too much, but I don't know how they build. That could be like fantasy stuff. So I don't know. Just personal feeling without having anything to back it up with. It feels like it's a bit too fast. So yeah, as I said, nothing to back this up with. It's just legit a personal feeling. So where was I? So yeah, the elves and dwarves are now working together, and immediately like, oh, so I guess the skepticism is gone now. That's donezo. It isn't, but for some reason the king still agreed to do the big buildy stuff. And then Celebrimbor mentioned that Durin seems to be avoiding him, or at least hides something from him. And also at some point he says Aaron just looks like his father, and also that his father mentioned that that his life would sit in Elrond's hand at some point. And it's like, yeah, okay, cool. That's all that happens in this scene. He says, I think Durin is hiding something. Also, you look like your father who said you would help me someday. And that they're working together. That's it. Next scene. Elrond visits Disa, and he mentions that there's nothing worth hiding with deception. Because he's wondering if they're hiding something. And he's like, oh, why are you accusing me of that? That's mean. And he's like, well, then why are you preparing his favorite meal if he's going to the quartz mines? And also he didn't bring his chisel. And it takes like 2 days to get there. She's like, It's like, oh, actually, the dwarven climbers are fast as fuck boy. And you can do it in a couple of hours. And the stew needs to set. So, you need anything else, dearie? He's like, no, thanks, I'm good. So yeah, she's obviously lying. He knows it. And next scene, we see Disa and Durin talk. They immediately confirm to the audience, like, oh yeah, we're doing something in the old mine. We're doing a lot of good progression there. But Elrond is listening in on them from far away with his elf ears. The little dingus. He's like, oh, the old flim-flam mines. I'm gonna go there now. And so he does. He makes his way to the old mine, because they're making progress there, as I just said. He checks it, and then he sees footsteps that seem to come out of the wall. He's like, that's weird. There's no guards here, though, even though they're trying to keep this, like, secret. I guess they think the wall is good enough. And then he makes, like, a little jingle, does, like, a rhythmic punch on the wall. It goes, like, rich crowed and kiss the stone, polish your gems in gold. And then the door opens. I don't remember if that's something we heard before, or we just have to assume he knows this from his earlier escapades in the dwarven towns. I legit don't remember. But yeah, that seems to be the opening tism to get this open. The dwarf children? Ah, okay. They sing it before? Gotcha. Cheers. Well, there you go. I didn't catch that at all. Talking. So yeah, he sees an ore vein from the soon to be named new ore, and he checks it out, and then Durin comes around, and is like, "Ha! I knew you just came for this stuff and spy on me." And he pushes him, and was like, "Fuck are you talking about? I don't even know what this stuff is." And then he goes like, "I only care about the friendship," and ask what this is all about. And then Durin makes him swear on the mountain that he will never tell anyone. And Elrond does so. And Durin shows him the little box we saw in one of the last episodes. Or was the last or the last before? I think it was last episode when we saw a little box opening up with the shiny stuff. So, and he tells him, it's like, hey, we found this new ore. Disa just randomly found it on a routine working session. And he says, like, it's lighter than silk and sturdier than iron. And yeah, it's mithril. It's mithril. Or in the dwarven tongue, gray glitter. So they for the first time ever, found mithril. And Elrond's like, that's fucking awesome. Why are you making it so secret then? Why are you not celebrating it? Or do all these things? And he's like, well, it is perilous to mine, so we have to be secret about it, because the king restricted their efforts out of caution. Because it's very dangerous to mine these things. And Durin says, well, looks like you actually just came for the tower. And then Elrond has the gall to say, no, I came because 20 years is far too long, even for an elf. Fuck off. We all know you just came here because you wanted this job to be working and just happened to be crossing over with your visit to your friend. You were surprised. He was surprised when he got here. He awaited like a big old celebration. And like a feast, and just, how you doing? It's been so long. Or at least, bullshit. I don't believe you for a second. You didn't come, no. That was like not on the top of your list. You had no. Oh, you didn't come here for him. Just stop it. Just shut up. Just stop it. You're lying to him and yourself. So yeah. But right after this is the mine shaft collapses. Oh no! Elrond still has the piece of mithril in his hand. I don't know if this is gonna be something that he forgets to give it back or something. But we don't see it anymore in this episode. So yeah, Durin goes in there to save. There's 4 more dwarves in there, and he goes after this. And Oh yeah, we go back to Arian. She's drawing something, supposed to scrub the floors and goblets or something. Then Cameron bumps into her and says, "Oh, yeah, you do the floors, you do the goblets, and whoever finishes last has to pay for dinner." And she says she doesn't go with a strange young man. He says, "Good, let me know. I'll let you know if I find any." So there's some love interest going on. That's the whole scene. That's all that happens here. Because now we go to Galdriel. I wish I had more to tell you. This is all that happens. Galdriel is pacing back and forth in her cell. Halbrand tells her to chill the fuck out for a second. Because the Queen's Court is probably not your actual battlefield most of the time. She's like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, well, you find all these weaknesses of people really quickly normally, but it doesn't work here, right? And then he tells her, well, you haven't found the Queen's weakness. And then he reminds us, like, well, all the things you said and did, that didn't bother her that much. Like, she didn't even flinch. She didn't care that much. But now you're in the cell. Why did that happen? And she goes, oh, I mentioned the king, and that made her really angry. And Halbrand tells her that, see, if you stop and think for a bit, you figure out stuff. He's so wise. Halbrand is so wise. I hope he's not an evil person. That would be... He's totally going to be the evil man, isn't he? So. Such a good dude. Yeah, writer. So right after that happens, the talkie talks. The Chancellor and 3 armed guards come around. It's like, hey, Elf, what's up? The Queen decided to escort you off with an armed escort and ship you straight back to the Elves. So we're going now, by the way. And then she pretends like she's cooperating, but then she somehow yeets all 3 armed soldiers in her cell without problems and just leaves while the Chancellor decides to not attack her because Halbrand tells him to maybe not do that. And it's really weird how it looks. So she pushes the one guy up. Let me see if I can... I actually haven't gone here frame by frame. Because when she yeets the 2 people in there... So... She pushes his thingy up here. And then... So this guy is just kind of standing here. She pushes this guy in. And this guy just goes in with him. Did you see that? Is it... Why? The trained guards... It's not even like a scuffle. She just pushes them in. And then there's some things happening off screen because these two, like the Chancellor and Halbrand, just talks like, oh, you probably don't want to do that, blah, 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 blah. And then she just kind of pushes the other guy in, closes the door, and just leaves. It's like, yeah, I did it. What a lame action scene. That was so lame. Man. So, yeah, that... I have nothing else to say. This is what happens, and she just makes her way to the king. Then we see Isildur is chilling out, talks to Arian, which is her sister, tells her that he just got dismissed and also ruined his friends' lives and doesn't deserve to go west. Also disgraced the name of the people. And she tells him she had a dinner. It's like, very interesting. Please tell me more. I care so much. I don't want to end myself at all. But then there's commotion in the town. Because Galdriel has escaped. So we see a couple of people going like, we're gonna grab her. And she already made her way to the tower. Just gets in through a window or something. But the queen is already waiting here. And then we see that the king is actually a sick boy. He's like, please make it stop the pain. Please leave me alone. Miriel, I have to take a shit, please. Oh God. Oh, I'm gonna shit my pants. Oh God. Oh God. Oh, this is so embarrassing. First elf in centuries, and I've shit myself in front of her. That's a bad omen. This is what the show does to me. I'm just trying to make it more entertaining for myself. So yeah, and then they have a talksy. She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know the king was in this condition. I didn't know he has such bad diarrhea." So they have a little talksy, and we finally get to know what's with all the elf racism. So Miriel tells her that her father was always restrained in his beliefs, and after his coronation, something changed. He became strident, saying that they have provoked the anger of the Valar, and now have to repent and return to the old ways. So they went back to the old ways, and then there was like unease, and at some point the king said that he wanted to renew the relations with the elves. And then Galadriel says, then the people rebelled. At least I think she says that, unless I'm misremembering. Some of the two... They say the people rebelled. So then she was chosen to rule with a promise to quell the storm. That's their explanation. The king thought they had to repent and have to go back to their old ways. Then there was unease, wanted to renew the relation with the elves, and then the people rebelled for some reason. Huh? That's it? And then we see that there's like, oh, and right after I get to rule, because she was chosen to rule with a promise to quell this storm. The king brought her to this Palantir, which is one of those balls that Saruman has in his tower. That does like all the vision things. I was like, hey, put your hands on this, and then she sees the vision she had that the queen had in her dreams, where all the water comes flowing in, and yeah, she sees that now. And then she's like, well, this couldn't be real at all. A lot of Palantirs don't even show anything. And Miriel says, well, it starts with the arrival of you, so I would really like to announce that you will be gone tomorrow, so I have reason to assume that I ended this crisis like this. It's like, oh, okay. Wouldn't that be a... So I find it weird. I'm a bit confused now. I actually didn't think about this beforehand. So Miriel gives like this whole explanation. It's like, oh, he became strident, saying that they have provoked the anger of the Valar, and now they must repent. And then he wanted to renew the relations with the elves, and the people didn't like that, and she was chosen to rule with a promise to quell the storm. Wouldn't it make more sense that the king saw this, which he did, and was like, okay, we have to stop doing anything with the elves? Which I guess this is maybe I'm just misunderstanding the words. Are they trying to say that he became strident because he saw this? And this is how they provoked the anger of the Valar. And he shit-talked the elves so much that when he was like, okay, we probably should renew the relationship with the elves, that the people were like, no, fuck that. So the people rebelled. He was taken off the rule, and the queen became the ruler now. His daughter. I feel like there's like a couple of... There's a couple of bits in there where would need a little bit more clarification. Because I think what they're trying to say is... Okay, he got his coronation. He saw this vision. It was like, oh shit. At some point an elf is gonna appear. This is gonna fuck everything up. So I have to somehow make it in a way that we don't talk to elves ever again. But then at some point he decided to, it's like, okay, we need to renew the relations. Like, nothing is really happening. Maybe this was just a mistake that I did. Maybe this is like one of those visions that actually never appears, or is like whenever. And the people were already so fucked off with the elves that they rebelled against the king. We could use a couple of more sentences here, where we just get the get a little bit of explanation, I guess, how he made it that they hate them so much. So yeah, I don't know. Aren't Numenorians almost as strong as elves? They aren't normal men. They live like 300 years or so. The king is like, is that true? I don't remember them saying that. I legit don't know. Is this like lore stuff that I'm not aware of? I don't remember them saying that. As far as I know, they just got these lands and they're just normal humans, and they helped people. They helped the elves against Morgoth. I'm not aware of them being like hundreds of years old. Minorians mostly dislike the elves because elves were immortal and they just lived for a long time. Though not described in the show yet. Okay. That's why Aragorn is so old. Okay. I think they have the same physical strength of elves, but they just live longer than normal humans. They can live for about 350 years. Okay. Would be nice to have that information without having you beautiful people in chat telling me about it. So, well, that's good to know. That one explain. That also explains because I was about to ask, like, how does this even work time-wise with the whole rebellion thing and fucking them off for so long when it's just a normal 100 years? But if it's like hundreds of years, okay. But yeah, a bit thin with the explanation. But we can assume some things. At least after 4 episodes, I finally know why they're all so racist. Would be good to know what they what they said about the elves, that the people are so against them like crazy. Time and space don't exist in the show. Metal only sets. Fine. And then yeah, Galdriel says, "Oh, I know how it is to be the only one to know and see a thing, and maybe we can fight together. Join me and let elves in Numenor fight again and free the Southlands." Because she's now doing a decision. You're now doing a decision based on fear and not faith. And Miria's like, "Well, I'm sorry, but I can't hang the city's future on this light thread." I think she calls it thread, like in a string thread, and declines. For now, because I'm sure they will come to help at some point, I would imagine. I say that now. I already know what happens at the end of the episode, so this is not going to stay long this way. We're also already 44 minutes into this episode, by the way. There's not that much left. So yeah, she declines. And we see that the Theos Threndo's like, "Hey, I'm back with the rations." Like, "Where's Theos?" Like, "He said he's gonna right behind me," which is a lie. And so this is just mostly an action scene now. We just see Theos sneaking his way through the orc camp in the middle of the night, or the dark. I think it's in the middle of the night because it gets it gets brighter later on. He basically just makes his way through the orcs, makes sure to grab some more rations on the way for the peeps. He does the sneaky Heimers and almost makes it. And when he thinks he's safe, he gets grabbed. But, luckily for him, Arondir is here to save the day. Arondir is here. So yeah, they run through the woods. Arondir catches an arrow that is about to hit Theo and shoots it back. Because he's so epic and elf. things. So he shoots it back, shoots some more orcs, pushes Theo to run. It's like, run! And then we also see Bronwyn arrives as well, armed with a sickle. Tries to and helps Theo going on because he's still injured with the slicey dices. Wait, from where? Wait, what? What do you mean? What you mean the gravitisms? Hang on, I'll show you. It's super epic. Look at this. Just like this. Ooh. There's the thing. It's not aiming for him, it's aiming for Theo. And he whoop, just grabs it. And then just takes it and throws it and shoots it back at an orc. That is a trailer shot, you're right. I actually forgot about that. This is something completely ridiculous. He's not doing some floaty moves, at least. I know. I don't really mind that he does that. But I'm still itching for like a Lord of the Ring tier fighting scene that is really cool. Man, I need to rewatch Lord of the Rings after I'm through this. I haven't watched the trilogy in a while. I say after this. I'm gonna be swamped with stuff to watch in the near future. So yeah, I definitely have to rewatch them though. Oh, maybe when I'm over at Mutually's place, we can watch Lord of the Rings. He's probably up for that. I wouldn't know why not. Probably gonna watch tons of movies anyway, like we always do when I'm over. It's really fun. So yeah, I don't have a problem with him actually capturing the arrow. I believe an elf can do that, as Gogor just said as well. So yeah, there's like a bunch of orcs going after them. And he's like, run to the clearing. It's about to get bright, and then we can stuff and things. And so yeah, they make their way to the clearing. The orcs can't follow because of sunlight, and now they're safe. Hooray! They made it. So, it's the thing. Moodle is an elf simp confirmed. Hey, stupid microphone arm. You stay down there, friendo. You stop acting up, my good man. No HARFOOTS, big win. There's no HARFOOTS in this episode. This makes it automatically the best episode so far. So... Oh yeah, the orcs with the sunlight. These are different orcs than the ones we know from the trilogy, right? Because in the trilogy they march after the fellowship during the day, right? Or is it like cloudy or something? I don't remember ever having like this hard focus on sunlight with orcs, almost vampire-like. I was trying to remember. Maybe you guys can help me out. Are those like supposed to be different orc versions that have been living below the earth for so long that they melt in the sun or something, or just get weaker or whatever? I just can't remember. Can walk in sunlight and Lord of the Rings. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking back from. Sauron creates a darkness so the orcs can travel. Lord of the Rings, Sauron summoned clouds to protect orc. Okay. That was the Uruk-hai bred for death. Oh, correct. Right. The Uruk-hai. Yeah, you're right. That's true. Yeah. I completely forgot about the Uruk-hai. Yeah, no, absolutely. Correct. Yeah. In my tiny pea brain, I sometimes just mix them together, like the racist that I am. No, that makes sense. You're right. Good shout. Thank you. Then we see Disa doing an orc chant. An orc chant? A rock chant. They pray to the rocks with a chant, asking the mountain for mercy for the dwarves that have been trapped in that mine shaft. And then Disa apologizes to Elrond that she lied to him, and she comes up thinking that if he wouldn't have been there, Durin would have been in the mine shaft and might have died. And then we see Durin coming back and says, it's all cool, we got the last dwarf out of there, and they're all alive. And then he gets really angry because his father said to seal up all the veins with mithril in it. And that makes him really angry and yells that he wished that he could just tell him what he thinks and just never talk to this old goat again. So now, another thing where you might have to refresh my memory, chat. So he was annoyed at his dad earlier in this episode for restricting them with the mithril. But I never got the impression that he, hates his dad to this degree. I don't know if I missed something or forgot about something, but this came kind of out of left field. And they even have like a little apology scene right after this where they make up. I mean, it just got the normal generational issue, if you will. But I don't know. Forced distillation wasn't really established. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Ewan resolved immediately. Okay, so I'm not imagining things. See, this is what I have here, chat. You're doing good, chat. Thank you. So yeah, because I just stamped this out for random drama that just appears and is gone immediately. So yeah, but Elrond then tells him that his dad convinced the Valar to fight alongside the people to fight Morgoth, and that his deeds were so great that they made him a Valar himself, or something, or took him to the stars, or something along these lines. And Elrond always wondered if he made his dad proud or not, but then at some point he thought it doesn't matter, just any judgment will be fine, as long as I get to talk to my dad again. And that comes Durin, and he seems to agree, and that's the thing. Yeah, that's what happens. And then they have some little banter, I guess, where Disa asks how did you do, Matt? And Durin says, I told you, I was trolls, 2 of them, and I saved him. And she's like, well, I asked Elrond. And I was like, well, actually it was 3, and I saved you, and you sounded like a child. Just a little banter. Didn't really mind that much. It's fine. Nothing too crazy. It's not super out of tone as well, because all the miners survived, so there's actually reason for them to be a little bit happy and just talk normally. I'm fine with this. There you go, I said it. I'm fine with this. Just some bands. Just some bands. And then Durin goes to his dad and asks for forgiveness. And then his dad goes into this whole thing. It's like, oh, we die, we say that the voices of the one before you go into you and you hear them and blah, but you don't have to wait for that to hear me. I'm always going to be with you. There's nothing to forgive. It's like, I love you, son. And yeah, I guess that drama has been brought up and resolved in 5 minutes? 4? So yeah, I don't know what's up with that, but we did it. They like each other again. So yeah, then they talk about Durin. He's like, well, it seems like he's truthful. He's just doing his own thing. He just came for the team up for that tower. And I was like, yeah, he has convinced me for sure. And he invited me to go to Lindon to check out the tower and all that good stuff. And the king is like, well, I still feel like something is going on. And Durin agrees. So I decide that he accepts the invitation and goes to Lindon to figure out what shenanigans this this other guy is up to, probably. The dialogue here is fine, but not set up properly at all. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't mind the dialogue itself. Like, it's actually not bad at all, but there's nothing to back it up to get here. So, yeah, I don't know. This feels like a season end resolution almost, where you see them having like battling each other all the time. We're like, oh, here's this and do. But I mean, yeah, it's a wholesome moment between family members. It's all right. It's all right. Now we go back to the tower. Arondir and Bronwyn talk. She's like, hey, thank you. But hey, you look down, what's going on? It's like, well, the commander of our enemy wanted me to tell you a message. And the message is, join the dark side and don't lay claim to these lands anymore, or we will fuck you up. And we will come for Ostirith. So, there's your message. Then we see Theo is checking out the evil hilt, and then Waldrak, that one townfolk from the inn, if I'm not mixing them up. It's like, here, take this water, you deserve it after what you have done. Also, you took the hilt from my barn, didn't you? And he's like, no, I didn't. It's like, shut the fuck up. Here, I have these scars too. So he stabbed himself with this sword as well. And it's like, yeah, this was made by the master himself, and did you hear of Sauron? He went away, but he will return soon, so you better be ready for what's to come. What is going on? He's like, hush now, boy. You need to conserve your strength. The starfall, that means he's coming soon. And he says that the meteor, this is where we hit at the meteor strike, or the starfall. That was a few weeks back, he says. Like, oh, so a few weeks have passed now. Oh my. So we have some kind of reference for time. That's nice. So yeah, he's just kind of, I'm evil man, I think. But it doesn't seem too bothered that he took the hilt from him. So you have the evil Sauron sword, and he probably wants it back at some point, I think. And right after this, we see one of the orcs reporting back to Adar. He's like, we found it. It is in the tower. Oh, it's okay. And that's the scene. That's all we get. So they probably go for the tower next episode, maybe. And then we see Galdriel is about to leave. She's on the little ship that is supposed to lead her to the bigger ship. And it goes from the boat to the ship. And then they see the white petals fall. And it's like, oh, that's a bad omen. That's the tears of the Valar themselves. Which is in connection with also the vision thingy that happens. And yeah, we kind of spliced this dialogue in where she's talking to the council, where she's supposed to tell everyone that the elf is gone, everything is cool. But she says, oh, the Valar themselves are judging us and this and that. And so I have decided to escort the elf to Middle-earth personally. We will depart in 10 days, and we will take our army and look for people to follow us. Don't disappoint your ancestors who built this by beating Morgoth and everything. And you would imagine, like, but metal, doesn't that make problems? Aren't they all like super racist against elves? And you know what? I would agree with you. Say, yeah, that's probably not gonna go over well at all. Well, it works, and a lot of people instantly help. like, I will serve. Let's go to the Southlands and fuck up some orcs. It's really weird because we see Elendil at like the towns where it's like, I'm looking for I'm missing the word now. Volunteers. I'm looking for volunteers. And first they're like, I don't really want to. And then the three people who have been dismissed, so Isildur and the other two, they go like, I will serve. And then all of a sudden everyone in the town square is like, yeah, we'll all serve, it's all good. And even in the meeting, where all these people, political people probably are, they're all like, yeah, I'll serve. What? One medium fiery speech, and they all go like, yeah, elves are actually pretty cool. I mean, they probably don't think that, but they make four episodes. Up until this point, they go like, we hate elves, fuck those guys. And then she goes like, well, actually, I've decided to help her. And everyone's like, oh, okay. We're all doing a 180. Yeah, exactly. They are a bunch of sheeps. They know the city will be flooded, so of course they want to get out. Well, the people don't know about anything about the flood. I think that's only a thing that the queen, now Galadriel, and the king do know about. I'm pretty sure. Because it's like in the secret tower thingy. That would be funny if they all knows like, oh shit, we can actually get out of here? Yeah, I'll serve. And they just all run away as soon as they get to Middle-earth. Just kidding, we just wanted to get the fuck out of Numenor. Let me appreciate the angle their arms were at. Oh my. Oh my. Oh no, they're even doing the right arm. No, Numenor, no! Numenor, no, stop it. No. Numenor, no. Oh no. They're all racists after all. They're coming for all of Middle-earth. The Numenor Reich. Numenor's Reich will flourish. Adelph, no. Oh god. So yeah, they prepare for the fighty flames. They're off in 10 days, and I guess they make their way to the Southlands. There we go. That's the episode. We moved a little bit forward, I guess. I mean, Bronwyn and Arondir and Theo, they're already in the Southlands, because that's where they lived, basically. Galadriel, Halbrand, and everyone else in Numenor will be on their way to the Southlands, so we kind of got them on the way. I assume the HARFOOTS and Meteor Man, well, they migrate. I'm guessing they migrate to the Southlands right now. So they will be there at some point. I mean, we haven't had anything from the HARFOOTS this week, so I don't know. But I assume that's what's happening. Unless they said they will go to the Southlands next. But the dwarves, Elrond and Mr. Kamatash, Celebrimbor, I guess they're still doing like their Mithril storyline and what's going on there. The Elven High King, he has been kind of sus. I don't know if something is happening with him next episode. Does it feel like the show is halfway done? Well, the show not, but the season maybe? I feel like the season is gonna end with them all meeting up and forming the fellowship of this story, maybe. The time and space is so bad. I have no clue where's where when stuff is happening. Yeah, that is an issue. Durin, don't tell anyone this Mithril or you're dead. Elrond, sure. Oh, by the way, take this Mithril piece back. Durin, nah, it's fine, keep it. It looks like he still has it. Don't ever say that again. Fit the rest up to 45 hours in this season. I don't know. They have to make it work somehow. I wonder how the pacing would be if they would have opted to do like specific episodes on certain groups. So you have one episode for the HARFOOTS, then another one for the Elves, one for Galdriel and her journey, and so on. Maybe this would have done some better pacing, because right now we have like a lot of scenes that sometimes don't even take a minute. This Arian and Cameron storyline that they started. Oh, hey, I'm Cameron. Oh, what's up? Yeah, I'm doing this. Okay, bye. It's like, oh, okay. A lot of really short scenes we get with people. I wonder if you even get enough to make a whole episode of anything. But yeah, I don't know. As I said, no HARFOOTS in this episode. That's my favorite part. My favorite part was where Galdriel used her powers of reason and diplomacy to get herself thrown into jail. Like the Harbin kind of calls out. It's like, oh yeah, how does this work out? The first time you got here, you shat on them, you threatened them, and did all these things, and got to jail. So good job. So yeah, HARFOOTS were left behind. All of them. They're all dead. Good times. Good times. Yeah, that's the episode for this week. Got a bit to talk about in here, so that was nice. I was a bit worried I would just go through the episode and not have anything to say, but there's a little bit going on you could talk about. But man, they need to pick up their pace. They need to get some shit going, because goddamn, 4th episode and we still got a new character. We need to use the characters we have and just do something. Apparently there's still this brother of Isildur that is doing something in the real Numenor. Arondir is kind of just doing his thing right now. I don't know. We need to make the elves pay for the wall. I know, right? Oh god. Well, yeah, that's that. Let me see. Were there any super chatteroonies? Let me have a look. See, but I don't think I've seen any pop up. Pretty cheap, chat. How could I lie? No, I'm just kidding. It's just $5. Oh wait, no, that's Twitch meme. Damn it, chat. I fucked up my. I flumed up my memes. I'm sorry. I failed you. I failed you with the memeage. But no, let me have a look. See, I actually don't know. No, well, there's at least one now. Yes. Oh man. Yes, he says. Just says yes, just like that. That's so mean. That's probably a racism somewhere in this world. Make Numenor great again. The HARFOOTS always talk about not leaving anyone behind, but they immediately leave someone behind. Yeah. Oh, you hurt your little toe? Guess I'll got to leave you behind now. Oh god. I gave you money, you call me mean. Absolute massive. I mean, I am a massive. A massive by trade. Ba-dum-bum. Ba-da. Just tuning in, how'd you like the dialogue in this episode? I mean, I think the best one I found was the father-son thingy, but unfortunately it wasn't established at all, so it was kind of wasted. But overall it was like, saying just overall, this just has been pretty meh overall so far. So yeah, there you go. But that does that. Let me have a look. See, yeah, that's all the super chats as well. Thank you very much. Only 50 followers, subscribers away from 3,000. That's cool. Looks like people have been enjoying these streams, so that makes me happy. It just makes me feel like I'm not wasting the time with these dumbass show, but it looks like everyone has been having a good time with these so far. So thank you very much for the support as of now. Oh, look, there's another super chat to Rooney. Tura says there's no such thing as ginger erasure. There, that's what I learned today. Oh, okay. I hate it here. We all hate it here. We're all here to just see me in pain all the time. So yeah, I might do a random stream on Twitch later on, but I still have to prepare an episode of Star Trek. Depending on how I feel, like on my awakeness meter, I might flume around over there and play some more Alundra maybe. But we shall see. We shall see. Not gonna be around tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna be chilling out with a friendo, have some drinks, go in the pool, have a good flisms. And on Sunday, good that you ask, Frag. On Sunday, there's more TNG coming up with Jay and me. It's gonna be a good time. And then gonna talk about 4 more episodes and put those out. Work got crazy during the live, so we'll have to watch the rest later. Thanks for doing these. These are funsies. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate you enjoying them. I'm happy people are enjoying them. I've actually coming up to basically the 1-year anniversary of The Forge. 50 episodes are coming up, and I've been doing this for almost a year already. It feels like I started like last month. But yeah. Time passes very quickly. But yeah. I will call it a day here. It's been fun. Next Forge next week on She-Hulk. This time again with Meme Repository. That should be fun stuff. That's always fun when memes around. I like those streams. And also Rings of Power as always. Until this stops. And then have to figure out more things to watch. But yeah, thank you all so much for hanging out. Thanks for the super chats. I appreciate it. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Goodbye.